Good morning, students. Last week we have done first part of the lesson 6, Weathering the Storm in Irsama. Today we'll do the remaining part. So let us revise the lesson. In the first part we have studied how Prashant got stuck up in the storm and how he gathered courage to reach to his village. On reaching his village, he found that everything was devastated, everything was destroyed, and his house was also broken. But he was happy to find his family members in the shelter. So, let us study the next part of the lesson. This is page number 40, first paragraph. By the next morning, as he took in the desperate situation in the shelter, he decided to get a grip over himself. He sensed a deathly grief settling upon the 2,500 strong crowd in the shelter. 86 lives were lost in the village. All the 96 houses had been washed away. It was their fourth day at the shelter. So far, they had survived on green coconuts, but there were too few to go around such a tumult of people. So, next morning, he saw the desperate situation in the shelter, but he decided to have a control over his emotions. He sensed a deathly grief settling upon the 2,500 strong crowd in the shelter. He saw that there were 2,500 people in the shelter and they all were grieved. 86 persons they have lost their life, and all the 96 houses of the village they had been washed away. It means all the people, all the villagers, they were without house, and it was their fourth day at the shelter. Means for the last 4 days they were staying in these shelters, and so far they are surviving on the green coconuts. But now since the crowd was very large, there were so many people, they were also getting finished. Prashant, all of 19 years, decided to step in as leader of his village if no one else did. He organized a group of youths and elders to jointly pressurize the merchant once again to part with his rice. This time the delegation succeeded and returned triumphantly, wading through the receding waters with food for the entire shelter. No one cared that the rice was already rotting. Branches from fallen trees were gathered to light a reluctant and slow fire on which to cook the rice. For the first time in the 4 days, the survivors at the cyclone shelter were able to fill their bellies. His next task was to organize a team of youth volunteers to clean the shelter of filth, urine, vomit, and floating carcasses, and to tend to the wounds and fractures the many who had been injured. Prashant, all of 19 years, means Prashant, at that time he was very young. He was just 19 years old, but he decided to take a step. He decided to become the leader of the village, and he organized a group of youths and elder peoples, and they all together they went to the merchant, and they forced him to give them some rice. And this time the delegation means group, the whole group of youth and elders who went to the merchant, they got success, and they means the merchant gave them rice, and they wading through the receding water with food for the entire shelter. Wading through means swam through, as there was water all around. So they through this receding water, as the water was reducing now, and with food they came to the shelter. No one cared the rice was already rotting. Means because of the rain, because of the storm, the rice was rotten, but no one cared about it because they want to have food. Branches from fallen trees were gathered to light a reluctant and slow fire. Why the fire was reluctant and slow? Because all the branches were wet. They were not dry, they were wet, and it is very difficult to light a fire, but they have no choice. They have to do with it this only. And for the first time in 4 days, last 4 days while they were staying in the shelter, they were just having their tender coconuts, etc. Now they cooked rice, and for the first time they had their food. They filled their stomach. His next task was to organize a team of youth volunteers to clean the shelter of filth, urine, vomit, floating carcasses, and to tend the wounds and fractures of the many who had been injured. Now, Prashant, first of all, what he did, he arranged food for the people. Now, along with other people, he started the work of cleaning that place, as there was a lot of, you can say, filth, urine, vomit, carcasses, etc. And he has started cleaning that place, and he also looked after the wounded and fractured people who had been injured during this period. On the fifth day, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped some food parcels. It that did not return, the youth task gathered empty utensils from the shelter. Then they deputed the children to lie in the sand left by the waters around the shelter with these utensils on their stomachs to communicate to the passing helicopters that they were hungry. The message got through, and after that, the helicopters made regular rounds of shelter, airdropping food and other basic needs. Now, on the fifth day, a military helicopter it flew over the shelter and it dropped some food parcels, but it came for only once. Now, the youth task, what they did, they gathered some empty utensils from the shelter, and they asked few children to lie on the sand which is left by the waters around the shelter, and they made them lie on the sand with the utensils on their stomach. Means they want to communicate to them, to the helicopters, that they were hungry and they needed food. The message got through, and by this action the helicopter persons, they got the message, and after that they made regular visits there. They made regular rounds to their shelter, and they dropped food and other basic necessity things to them. In this way, their problem of getting food was solved. Prashant found that a large number of children had been orphaned. He brought them together and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them. Women were mobilized to look after them, while the men secured food and materials for the shelter. Now, Prashant, he found that large number of people had been orphaned. Orphaned means they have lost their parents. Now they were all alone. So he brought them together and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them, so that the children they can stay there. And some women, they were also organized to look after them, to look after these children. And men of the society, men of that shelter, they were they helped to secure food and other material for the shelter. So in this way, with their collective efforts, they were able to manage their lives. As the weeks passed, Prashant was quick to recognize that the women and children were sinking deeper and deeper in their grief. He persuaded the women to start working in the food for work program started by an NGO. And for the children, he organized sport events. He himself loved to play cricket, so he organized cricket matches for the children. Now, as the weeks passed, after some weeks, Prashant was able to recognize that these women and children, they were getting depressed because of their grief. Some have lost their parents, some ladies, they have lost their children, they have lost their husband, so they were getting depressed. So he persuaded the women to start working in the food for work program started by an NGO, so that they will be busy and they will be busy in their work, and they will not be depressed. And for the children, he organized some sports events. As he himself loved to play cricket, so he organized many cricket matches for the children. Prashant engaged with other volunteers in helping the widows and the children to pick up the broken pieces of their life. The initial government plan was to set up institutions for orphans and widows. However, this step was successfully resisted as it was felt that in such institutions children would grow up without love, and the widows would suffer from the stigma and loneliness. Now, Prashant engaged with other volunteers in helping the widows and children to pick up the broken pieces of their lives, means so that they can start their life once again, so that they will be busy in their life, they would be able to forget their grief. So the initially the government thought that some institutions should be set up for these orphans and these widows, but the members of the society, that society, they resisted this, as they felt in such institutions these children would grow up without love. They would not be able to get their love, and the widows, they would also suffer from the social stigma and from the loneliness. So they resisted this plan, and they said they should live there with their here only. Prashant's group believed orphans should be resettled in their own community itself, possibly in new foster families made up of childless widows and children without adult care. Because Prashant and his group, other members of the group, they believe that the orphans, they should be resettled in their own community itself, in their own you can say atmosphere itself, and they should be adopted by childless widows, and the children, they should not be left without care. So it is 6 months after the devastation of the super cyclone. This time Prashant's wounded spirit has healed simply because he had no time to bother about his own pain. His handsome youthful face is what the widows and the orphaned children of his village seek out most in their darkest hour of the grief. So it is now it is 6 months after the devastation of the super cyclone, the destruction caused by this big storm, and this time Prashant's wounded spirit has also has healed up, because he was very much grieved because of the loss of his mother. Now he saw that there are many sorrows in the world, and he had no time to bother about his own pain, because his whole time is spent by in relieving the pain of the others. He was just looking after other people, he was just arranging things for other people, he was caring about children, he was caring other ladies, etc., and other members of the society. His truthful face is what the widows and orphan children of his youth, of his village, seek out most of in their darkest hour of the grief. Means the children and the ladies and the other members of the society, they always seek his help. And with the help of these children, with the help of these members of the society, he also learned to come over his own gloom, his own sorrow. So in this lesson we have seen how with great courage and you can say encouragement of other people, how he was able to help his society members, how he was helped to face how he was you can say how he could face the great natural calamity of that place. Thank you. So next part and next question answers etc. we'll do through assignment.